Hello, fellow Big Horse fans. How are you guys doing today? What's up, fellas? I haven't seen you since the reunion. No, it's been a couple days. Hey, I hope everyone's doing good. Hi there. Hello, what's up? What's poppin'? Aside from our joints, because we're all old as shit. It's been so long. Yeah, I remember you, Sonny. I remember you. You guys never visit Granny anymore. I made you a fresh batch of cookies and everything. I promise they're not laced with ketamine. Yeah, it's great to see you guys again. I haven't been gone too long. I was like debating whether or not I wanted to take the full week off, but you know, I didn't really think that was entirely necessary. Part of why I've been gone though is because I'm adjusting to a new schedule and I wasn't sure how tired I was gonna be later in the day. Even now, that's why I'm streaming kind of like a little bit earlier than I normally would, because it seems more opportune at this hour. But next week when I have a schedule again, it'll probably be around my usual time. Just to give you guys a little bit of a catch-up slash forewarning slash what the fuck is this horsewoman thinking type of thing. Yeah. It's awesome to see someone so supportive of the military. Well, I would say I legally have to be, but I don't. I care about my people. I appreciate that though. It's nice to see you here. I'm Big Haunts, aka Tomoe. And I am a horsewoman on the internet. Breaks are always important. Yeah, it's funny. Every time I say I'm gonna take a break, everybody tells me how much I need to take a break. Like, I literally just said, I'm gonna take time off. And people reply to tell me to take time off. Make it make sense, bro. Make it make some fucking sense. I know you guys care about me, but damn! I promise I'm taking the time I need. Don't worry about it. Am I still on night shift? I am on a day shift for this month, and then I go back to night shift next month, so my musical shift chairs continue to rotate. My life is fucking spiraling, but it's okay. It's alright. The long day slash long night factory continues to consume my everyday. Time for another break, you're right. Time to end stream now and take a break. I think I need a break, actually. Mental health break or a physical break? Maybe just like a little bit of every break, you know? I also needed some downtime after yelling at chat a couple streams ago. Well, I mean last stream, a couple days ago. Yeah, that fucking sucked. Don't make me do that again. Don't make me have to do that again. I don't want to do that again. That takes too much mental energy. I don't want anything to distract me from my silly guy antics, damn it. Ah! Thank you very much. That is a shit ton of carrots. Oh my god. I heard you have problems with your computer. Perhaps you should perform maintenance. It needs to be cleaned and the thermal paste replaced periodically. I love you, Tomoe. I always wondered how often you're supposed to replace the thermal paste, because like I think some people say it's like every few years, but like how many years? I don't know. Maybe that's the part that confuses me. I think she'll be fine for now though. She's still alive and kicking. I'm probably gonna replace her next year anyway. Don't get in the river. I don't live near any rivers, or I might consider it. However, we are in a stream right now, so yeah. It was a stream joke. There you go. Now I feel better. The river in the background. Oh yeah, I guess there is a river in the background, huh? My observational skills are not what they used to be. Back in the day, I was a lot sharper witted. See, my senses have dulled from taking a couple days off, that's all. That's all. Can't play Bejeweled and stream at the same time? Of course I can. I played it a couple days ago. It worked like a dream. What happened last stream that made you yell at people? Chat was getting too out of hand, so I had to sit them down and give them the talk. Yeah, that's the best way to word it. You guys seem like you learned your lesson though, so it's okay. Everyone's learned their lesson now, right, chat? You guys aren't gonna be assholes again? Yeah, everyone, yeah, look at that. Best behavior out here. Now I have to be mean and ban people if they start being assholes. Ah! Regulation, of course. Both chats. Yeah, be nice to each other and be nice to me, or I have to eviscerate your kneecaps. That's the standard protocol right there. No, this isn't the birds or the bees type of conversation. I'm not gonna have that talk with chat. That's not my job. That's your parental figure's job. Hopefully they did that for you. You missed that stream, but you saw the next one where I talked about it? Yeah, I mean, it was literally last stream, so yeah. No, you're probably right, you're probably right. You're missing your kneecaps already? Fuck, I need to come up with a new threat. I'll try to come up with something. You want me to play Zuma and Feeding Frenzy on stream? I cannot stream Zuma, bro. That game requires you to have laser sharp focus. I would not be able to read chat while playing that. My reflexes are not that good. Maybe if I sprout like another eye on my forehead or something. But when it comes to games that require quick reflexes, I already suffer enough as is. Not that I'm like a dim-witted woman or anything like that. I like to think that I'm actually kind of intellectual in my own way, you know? Yeah. I know a lot of people think that VTubers aren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but I mean, why would you even keep knives in the drawer in the first place? That seems kind of dangerous. I think you're supposed to use one of those holding rack things for them, right? Yeah. You think you mean that? Oh, you think people mean they missed the stream where chat was being bad? Okay. So the reason I did that stream last stream was it was because it was a repeated pattern of chat being bad. It wasn't an isolated instance, right? That was a repeated issue, so I had to kind of course correct a little bit there, so that we could like press forward on a better note, you know, a little more optimistic and shit. You keep all your dishes in the dishwasher until they're needed? Why not just like put them away in the cabinets, bro? Do you not like folding your laundry either? Because if that's like the comparison we're using, I kind of get it. Luckily, I keep my clothes in trash bags, so I don't have to fold my laundry. I just yank it out of the bag. It gets the job done. How do you befriend a tomboy? The same way you would befriend a dude, I would assume. Or any sort of person. Just, I don't know, just talk to them. Just talk to them, son. Folding laundry is not difficult. It is not, but it is boring as shit. I do not like boring as shit things. I am a woman of, I don't know. I would say I'm like a thrill seeker, but I don't like skydive or anything like that. I don't know. It's my Sisyphean task or whatever. It's the fucking dishes. The laundry. Every day it's the same bullshit. At least toss them on the couch? I don't have a couch. What couch am I tossing them on? That's absurd. What is the natural habitat of a tomboy? Probably like a Home Depot or something, right? That is where I would hang out if I spent more time outside. That being said, it has been really nice out lately, so I probably should touch grass a bit more. Yeah. Those are boring tasks Tomoe leaves for her male dependa. I don't have one of those, but like, I just do it when it gets bad enough to where it needs my attention. I try to be on top of cleaning though, because you don't really want that to get out of hand, but yeah. A woman of what now? Yeah, like excitement like gamer subs using code words for 10% off. I can put my code back in my pinned link now that I'm not doing a charity thing anymore, of course, yeah. If I like monsters, what's my favorite flavor? I'm not really a monster drinker, I'm more of a Red Bull gal. Can a monster guy and a Red Bull gal get along? I don't know. Daytime clothes go on the bed, nighttime clothes go on the chair. I don't have a chair. Do you just have like a lone chair in your room or something? My computer, to be fair, my computer slash office is not in the same room as my bed, so yeah. How much did we raise for charity? I think it was 34,000 in the end. Yeah, I don't know why I'm saying I think like this wasn't a couple days ago. I guess it was more like a week ago at this point, but yeah. Can I be your live-in maid? I'll wear the little French maid outfit and everything. Oh man, see that's the thing, right? I'm very anti-roommate. I don't like having roommates. I'm one of those lone wolf types of motherfuckers, you know? I just I really like having my own space. I appreciate the offer though. I do appreciate it. I think a lot of people, even though, you know, the military pays for our housing, people still usually get roommates so you can, like, save on rent money or something if you're not married, but I just live alone. It's called a gaming chair? True, but why would you put laundry on your gaming chair? That doesn't make any sense. Marry the homeboys for the BAH. You are a sick and twisted man. Well, yeah, I might be a horse girl, but I can still be a lone wolf. It's about mentality, okay? I just have that alpha wolf mentality. That's the type of woman that I am. You guys knew this? You knew this from day one! You know what you signed up for in the Umarmy, damn it. Hi Tomoe, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Hello, how the hell are you? What's up? You wish you had your own personal space. It's a rarity nowadays. It's an increasing rarity. Living alone seems more and more like a luxury that, to be honest, in this economy, not many can afford. So I'm just enjoying it while it lasts. I think I'll be fine though. Honestly, even when I'm done with my contract next year and I'm full-time VTubing it up, I can't imagine myself getting a roommate. I just really like my peace. I have to have an empty room in my house specifically to be the panic room if it's necessary, and then everything else, I don't know. It just kind of works out. Hello, it's my first stream. Hi. I'm just like kind of chatting with chat a little bit, you know, chatting it up. just chatting vibes out here. Just chatting. Panic room or padded room? I feel like it'd be really expensive to get a room decked out with the padding, right? Oh yeah, Summer Games Fest is apparently happening. I gotta admit this. This is gonna sound terrible. Some of you might hate me for this even. But I never watched those game alert thingy-mabobs where they announce games and updates for games and stuff. I always just get the news afterwards, like, oh, cool, a new game is coming out, or this thing is happening, yay, yippee. But I never, like, actively watch that sort of stuff. I don't know, it's never really caught my attention that much. Especially because there's usually a lot of bullshit in between where they're like padding out the time, and it's like, I just want to get to the point here. I don't really care what you have to say if it's not about something that I would be looking forward to. Yeah. She's too employed? No! That's not what I meant by it. It's just, I don't know. It's not for me. I am not the target audience. Everybody's too employed for that. Evidently so. Game news is best after release. Back in my day, we used to have to find the posters hanging up in the game store. We didn't have the internet or anything. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not that old. I might seem old, yes, but I'm not even a hag yet. I'm not a hag yet. Maybe it's just partially mentality, though. I don't fucking know. Game stores are dying because people just order stuff. Or they, like, I don't know, buy game codes or whatever. You don't even have to go in person. You don't even have to wait for things to show up in the mail. You could just download it in the eShop if you're using a Nintendo product or something. Cthulhu, thank you for the 9.99 carrots. Glad to see you get to boy. Hope your week went well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been pretty chill this week. I've mostly just been sleeping and watching anime and sleeping and catching up on other work. And sleeping. I've been sticking to a proper bedtime. I've been going to bed at 9 p.m. That's like some old people shit right there. 9 p.m. bedtime for me, and then I wake up early and I get work done. Yeah, I feel like if I'm consistent like this, it's a lot easier for me to like feel fully rested, so it's been kind of nice, honestly. It's been nice. I'm gonna try and do it again tonight, even though it's the weekend. I'm gonna do my best. You are so cute, Tomoe. Thank you for the kind words. You are cute too. Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't know what to say back. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. I sound more rested. Yeah, I actually get to stream while I'm fully awake again. It's fucking awesome. I mean, I had to put down the Uno reverse card. I can't be bested like this. Notice the hesitation. That's because you guys are just as bad as me about accepting compliments. And then you go, Tomoe, why don't you accept compliments, huh? Maybe because we're all just as awkward. Have you ever thought about that, chat? Have you ever thought about it like that, huh? Usually go to bed at midnight 30. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. You don't want to stay up till like the late gamer hours. And then if you stay up till 2 in the morning, that's when it starts to get to sad boy hours. And then you start thinking about life and your meaning in this world. And then you start thinking about where everyone else is around you and why you haven't attained all of your goals yet and how everything is falling apart and everything that you thought you would have accomplished by now hasn't been done yet. And you feel like you're running out of time and you don't really know what to do anymore. So yeah, don't stay up too late. It's bad. Me the last 3 months. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't stay up into sad boy hours. It's not worth it. The existential dread comes for us all. It grabs us by our dainty little neck and dangles us above a cliff. And we call that the cliff of, yeah, real life. And, yeah. What if you work night shift? I don't know when sad boy hours get postponed to then. I'm not sure. The caffeine keeps you from thinking. Or at least it always kept me from thinking too hard. Please don't go bleed out in the snow now. I'm sorry. The cliff of real life it's very steep, but it's okay because we're gonna do trust fall exercises, and if anyone plummets off the cliff, we're just gonna catch them and look out for each other. Right, fellas? Bleeding out in the snow sounds romantic. Oh no, don't do that. Don't bleed out in the snow. No. What an odd thing to say. I'm sorry. I promise I can be normal, but it's very sporadic. I can be normal sometimes. Tomoe, do you read YouTube comments? No, I don't. I'm not reading anything actually. I'm pretending that you guys are talking to me, and then you're pretending that I exist, and it's like, we're like astral projecting shit into each other's minds right now. It's kind of poetic. An angry greed boss, thank you for the 4.99 carats. Well, I'm not sure I could keep supporting you after you kept bad talking Tomoe Umari. I can't stand by that. I honestly hate Tomoe Umari. I don't understand why you guys could support that dastardly woman. I just sickened by her. She's just such a horse, you know? Ugh. Gross. Patoo. Ugh. Dastardly's not the word you would use? I'm sorry, man. I don't know how fancy your vocabulary is then. We can't all articulate ourselves like you. We're each other's delusion? Hey, I'm not delusional. I'm just a horse. She's not even really a horse. It's true. I'm Tomoe Nakori. Join the Nyavi. Let's all set sea together, even in bad stormy weather. Because real cat soldiers stick together. Join the Navy today! There, that was my caterwauling. I think that's the right word. Yeah. Okay, back to being a horsewoman. Tomoe Umari is my favorite schizophrenic hallucination. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. That was the right word. Yay! We're learning new words together. Now people can't say this isn't an educational channel. Sounded like a war cry. It was definitely a cry. I'm not sure what type of cry. I will not adopt any additional personas. My personality cannot possibly split any more than it already has. Please understand. Limited brain capacity here. Those are all big words. I understood deranged and voluptuous. Inflammable is kind of a weird one. I don't know about the last one, but yeah. I probably can be lit on fire though. I don't think we should test that, but I feel like I'm not fireproof. The sonorous war cry of a very angry Haunts cat. That's so beautiful. Thank you very much. Flammable and inflammable mean the same thing? No, there's no way. Unless, well, no. No, I don't think so. It is a tactical Uma. I'm not tactical. I'm military. There's actually a difference, okay? Believe it or not, there is a difference. Yeah. Wouldn't be able to tell you the difference off the top of my head. Like, I can't tell you off the dome, but I promise there's a difference. But I am military tomboy horse Uma Tomoe Umari. Yes, hello there. You don't think anyone's fireproof? That's hogwash, my dude. I'm sure someone is out there. Do I prefer frolicking or galloping? Maybe a little bit of both as a treat, you know? My brain needs more RAM. Quick download more directly into your cranium. What if I get a virus? What if I literally fucking die? Are you willing to accept that? Is that an acceptable amount of risk? Huh? Is one LARPing in the other military? Tactical is like general military themed, stuff. Military is like, military, yeah. If I was a tactical VTuber, I think I'd be a little bit more into milsim and shit, but to me it is but a job, yes. Emotional support haunts. Hell yeah, I am. Of course. You take care now. You love downloading RAM? Me too, man. If I get a virus from it, it's just natural selection at that point. I guess I'm just meant to kick the fucking bucket. Shit, have you guys ever met someone and thought, like, somewhere in the back of your head, okay, this is gonna sound terrible, right? This is actually gonna sound kind of fucked up, but have you ever met anyone and realized that if this was like the olden days, natural selection would have, like, taken them out? They would not have survived to this point if natural selection still existed. Just like someone that's like, you know, how the fuck do you function? Yeah, sometimes you encounter a person like that, and now it's your problem. That's your problem now. You gotta deal with that. You gotta be the one to deal with that now. Don't kick the bucket, Tomoe. I think I got a couple good years left in me. Don't worry about it. No, I'm not talking about you guys. It's just a general statement. Gosh. It's just a general statement. You would have been taken out by natural selection. You don't know that. You don't know that. Hey, you've seen the opposite too? People who would have survived even if natural selection was still around. Wait, no. The opposite is the case today. Everyone's here because we got rid of natural selection. We can't just tell people to fight each other to assert their dominance in the food chain or whatever anymore. We can't do that. There is no pecking order now. I can't make the junior enlisted fight. You guys keep telling me that's a bad idea. One of my coworkers walks into oncoming traffic while on his phone. Oh yeah, that's definitely natural selection. Oof. I feel like you need to have more situational awareness. Otherwise, you're gonna get turned into a little deer and get slid across the pavement. That's... yeah, you gotta be careful about that. Safety first, right, fellas? You challenged me to a duel? The fuck did I do, huh? What did I do? Vaccine deniers are also natural selection. Grab the unvaccinated child and toss them into the ball pit right now! Only the strongest will survive! Anyway, I'm not crazy. It's just, yeah, I don't know. These are things I think about sometimes. We've had this conversation before. You guys know how this goes. Safety third. Safety is a priority that varies depending on who's in charge at the time, but for the sake of the argument, safety is always first on paper. But like, you know, if shit has to get done, we can bump it down to like second or third or fourth, maybe. Except then if, you know, then an incident actually occurs, then it's like, oh shit, haha, why didn't we follow protocol, guys? Maybe because things had to be done. I don't know. Isn't the highest ranking officer present responsible for the incident? Well, well, see, when you're one of the big fellas in charge, sometimes you can just point and say, I think it was this guy's fault. And you can, yeah, pass the blame down to the little guys. And because you outrank them and have authority over them, they're unable to defend themselves, and you are able to get away with your hands clean. Not saying this is a proper thing to do, obviously. It's very bad, but we've all seen it happen once or twice. Yes, we've all witnessed it in 4K HD. Oh, you're here to check out the vibes. Hi, I'm Tomoe. Welcome to the Tomoe Umari channel. I'm just giving chat life lessons and teaching them about the beauties of life and love and friendship and shit. Always follow the book. Yeah, no, that's great on paper, but that's not gonna work. What's up with the horse slugs? They're just fucking frolicking. I don't know. They're happy back there. They're happy back there. Life lessons. Yeah, I got lots of wisdom to dispense. That's what the streams are about, right? Friendship and wisdom and yeah, I know you guys missed me. I always have a lot to say. I don't know if I'll be streaming a lot this week though. I'm not really sure what else I need to do. I think I was also trying to catch up on other work too. Professionalism is doing the right thing even when no one's watching. Being a professional is hard. Maybe I don't want to be a professional, chat. Maybe I just want to be a VTuber. I don't have to be professional to be a VTuber, right? It's more of a suggestion sometimes. To be fair, I don't know what it means to be professional as a VTuber. I do like that things have been very calm lately though. It feels like everybody's getting along much better. We got conventions and stuff coming up soon. Things to look forward to. Shit to get hype about. I don't know if you guys are going to any conventions this year, but maybe I'll see you guys around. Shit, maybe you'll come to my meet and greet. Be able to say hi to this old horse lady here. Yeah. Be VTuber, not professional. I have to aspire to be a professional VTuber though. That way I get to keep yapping to you guys for a long time. Otherwise, they'll send me away. I'll get turned into a little lump of glue and then I'll never get to stream again. That's integrity, not professionalism. And what is integrity a part of? Professionalism! It all ties together. Yeah. I ooze professionalism for some reason. Well, it's better than people saying I don't seem like I could be an actual sergeant. Fuck! Finally, some respect around here. You wish you could go to a meet and greet? Hey man, if you ever see me around, don't be afraid to stop by and say howdy. We're not going over the army definitions and stuff, are we? Well, not entirely, I don't know. Not entirely. When's my next meet and greet at a con? I don't think I have one until Offkai. I don't think I'll have one till then. And then for Vexpo I have one. Maybe I'll do some other ones here and there. My schedule's been real shit lately though, so that's why I haven't been doing too many other ones. I know I did a lot of them last year, but... Do I own a horse? That might be kind of hard in my line of work, so no. I am just doing my best out here. Doing my best to make things work. Your old horse is tired, man. I'm just tired, but I know you guys deserve better. You deserve a horse who's here for you in your highs and lows. I'll be here for you. Just give me some time, chat. I'm cooking up some real nice shit. It'll be good. You'll see. You'll see. Yeah. You guys are proud of me. Thank you. It's kind of crazy, but I don't know. I feel like everyone is so nice to me. You guys are actually really nice to me. Why is everybody so nice to me, chat? I gotta ask this sometimes, cause it always catches me off guard. I'll be like, damn, I gotta go do this thing. I'm gonna be gone for a bit, and then everybody's all nice and understanding, and everyone's like, yeah, don't worry, Tomoe. We care about you. We love you, Tomoe. We want you to be happy, Tomoe. And I'm like, shit, what did I do to deserve this? What? You guys are so nice. Everyone's so nice. Pineapple cider fun. I don't think I've ever... Well, no, I think I have had it before. It'll be pretty good. It is essential to treat tomboys with niceness. You're acting like I'm gonna disintegrate if you're mean to me. I'm just gonna like turn into a cartoonish pile of ashes or something. It will be sick nasty, yes. Yes, of course, of course. Game suggestions. Usually I'll take game suggestions around the time that there's like a Steam sale. I think there's gonna be one in a couple weeks. It's almost summer. Summer is a little bit over 2 weeks away, apparently. Yeah. Will you be banned if you use British English? I mean, you're definitely pushing it, but I might be able to forgive you. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take time and a lot of healing. Mostly because I don't understand British English that well. You guys put like random Z's and stuff and spell words wrongly and say like aluminium or some shit. I don't know. Father's Day is the first day of summer this year? Egads! That's some wild shit. What does a Z mean? Did they say like zebra instead of zebra? Is that how it works? Or color with a U. Oh yeah, they add random U's into words too. That's also super weird. I only know things the American way, which is the objectively lazier way, but shit, man, maybe sometimes I just want to be a little bit lazy. Imagine coming up with a language and then mispronouncing things. Of course, for the love of the game. Of course, of course. It's almost time for the Steam sale, and then I will assemble lots of new games in my repertoire. See, now I'm using big words again. Repertoire of games, and then I can entertain you guys, and you won't make me learn how to juggle or anything else that's utterly ridiculous like that to be able to properly entertain you in today's economy. Yeah. Ensemble. Yeah, that's another good way of putting it. Ensemble games. See, I got my hat out here. Makes me feel like a real fancy lady. British English equals correct. Well, maybe I like to be confidently wrong. You ever thought about that? You ever think about it like that, huh? You're excited for whatever new games I'll play? I definitely have some somewhere in the back of my mind. I gotta refer to my list, but yeah, I've been meaning to try some stuff. You guys will have more to look forward to. I've just been so busy lately. I haven't been able to do as many cool, wacky, wild, crazy stuff. But don't worry. Things are brewing. Things will manifest. Things happening soon, TM. Yeah. You guys know I'm always up to stuff, though. You can count on it. Do I ever interact with soldiers from other countries? I think I have in passing, but it's not really something that happens very often. English traditional is Great British English, and then English is simplified in the US. That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. There's actually quite a couple VTubers that are from the UK that are big VTubers, right? I think like it's kind of impressive actually. It's not a big country, but well, the UK is multiple countries, right? Anyway, that region of the world is not very big, and yet there's so many talented individuals from there. I think that's pretty epic. And then there's also famous Canadian VTubers too. And then there's Americans like me. I don't know if I'm necessarily like a famous VTuber, but wow, there's really VTubers everywhere. It's so great. Have I ever seen a tornado IRL? Yeah, see, they're like these little treats. They're like pastry thingies with like stuff inside of them. Unless you mean a real tornado, in which case, yes, I've seen a tornado before. Yeah. I don't think I've ever been in an earthquake. I've seen a couple natural disasters. I've been around the US here and there. PX tornadoes go crazy. That's what I'm saying. Give me a high five. Haha. Oh yes, I am almost at 200k subscribers on YouTube, and then we can blow up the moon or something spectacular to celebrate. That would be pretty awesome. I'm excited about it. I never thought I'd get this far, so I'm pretty stoked. And then in September I'll have my 4-year anniversary, and then in December I'll have my birthday. And other fun surprises between now and then. Yes, we will definitely blow up the moon. That is my next big promise that I can definitely keep. I promise I'll maybe I'll put it on billboards or something. Let us plan to blow up the moon together, fellas. I don't think we can steal the moon. I don't think we can do that. You know, okay, so some of you guys are probably like astronomy fellas. How does the moon control the tides? What kind of magic is that shit? How does it affect gravity, which controls the tides? How does the phase of the moon affect gravity? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense unless it's like the position of the moon in the sky changes the way the gravity is affected by the thing, and gravitational pulls? That shit's sorcery, man. It doesn't make any sense. Just a really fucking big gravity, okay. Okay. It flows towards the moon. Ah. Have you guys ever played in a tide pool before? That's really fun. There were like these sea anemone things that I used to poke because they had little rocks on them and they were really squishy. I don't know, tide pools are great. And then you have the really depressed looking starfish and a bunch of like little crabs and sea glass and seashells and stuff in there too. Ooh, the beach is cool as hell. But then I've also been to beaches that are just like really dismal looking and full of jellyfish corpses that looks like a bunch of little plastic bags. It's really interesting how you can like go a couple miles up on a beach and it's a totally different environment. Nature is just really cool, honestly. I don't know. I'm a big nature fan. I really like forests and oceans and beaches and everything natural. When I am able to get out of the military, I must abandon society and retreat into the tree line and never be seen again. And then they'll talk about me only in stories like, man, I wonder what happened to that Tomoe Umari woman. I wonder where she went. And then they'll find like news snippets of me like dumpster diving at 2 in the morning in some obscure town's newspaper. And that'll be the last reported sighting, and that was like 4 years ago. But people are still looking, hoping to catch a glimpse of the horse lady once more. But eventually I'm replaced by another similar looking horse, so people don't really care that much at that point because everyone's already moved on by then. Things happen, man. Life is too short to worry about the what ifs still. I don't think I'm gonna get shot in the forest. I'm not a wild animal! Unless I join like a wolf pack or something and we start eating our, you know, the same food. We share our kills. Yeah! But where are they now for Tomoe in 20 years? Could do like high school reunions, but like VTuber reunions instead. That would be fun. That'd be interesting. My, thank you very much for the carrots. Good morning from Japan. Despite some unexpected issues, I'm happy to hear Umari's voice this morning. I'll continue to support you. That's so sweet. Thank you. I feel bad about my weird story now. Maybe that was inopportunely timed. But I think you guys are fine with it, with my strange tales and whatnot. I would love to become a strange forest beast of some sort. I feel like that's definitely the next step up from VTubing. You say no one can replace you, but I bet in the couple days I was gone, you guys crawled off to some other VTuber. You were drawn to a different winch. Don't lie to me! No, I'm kidding. I hope you guys have been entertained. I hope you had a good week, honestly. It's it's great to see you guys here. I just wanted an excuse to use the word winch. I'll always take that excuse. Cryptid maxing, yeah! Idaho potatoes or Washington apples? I actually quite like Washington apples. I think they're pretty good. There's like hybrid apples I used to eat. That was like... I think it had like... It was some sort of crisp variant. They're also like... cosmic red apples and stuff. I don't know. Physics is badass. Have 2 carrots and educate yourself. Yeah, physics are super neato, super epic, yeah. Do you say inbred apples? The apples are incapable of incest. That's simply not possible. That's not how crossbreeding works. Not that I'm like an apple eugenicist or anything like that. Or, I mean, I don't think that's what it's called. What are the names of the people that make hybrid apples and shit? Like, I think they're just called like breeders, right? Or apple breeders? Apple farmers? Apple scientists? I don't know. I'm not sure. To be determined. Apple breeders, yeah. Yeah. Botanist. Appleologists. That sounds like apologist. Never say sorry. Unless you're in the wrong, then maybe. Yeah. Botany kind of sounds like some wizard shit, you know? Like a subspecies of wizard. Like, yeah, I specialize in botany. Those are the spells I'm capable of. Bananas are inbred and very prone to disease. How do you just have this knowledge? Why do you know this? Why is this in your repertoire of knowledge? Have I ever had a grape apple hybrid? No, I prefer my grapes and apples separate. I think that's fine. It's better that way. You like apple doctor? No, apples and doctors have like historical beef with each other because of the saying with the apples and doctors being kept away and whatnot. I cast ripe tomato harvest. I cast greater pesticide! Ah! It's really effective. What is it? GMOs, yeah, people put GMOs on their plants to keep them healthy, right? You look like you don't eat organic fruit. You eat GMO-ridden stuff. Well, I guess all plants were like selectively bred to have better harvests and shit. Yeah. Lemons are 2nd generation crossbred. I'm still pissed that life didn't give us lemons. It's just unnatural. You're not allowed to put cursive raw on people. What the hell? You love GMOs? I love GMOs too, man. I'm gonna get like super cancer from eating too many GMO apples. I don't think that's how that works, but you know. You gotta expand your brain. Be open-minded. The world's full of so much random shit that we haven't properly tested. That reminds me. When they test, like, stuff on animals, how do they do that? You know when it says, like, this product has been tested on animals? What are they doing to the animals? How does that work exactly? Like what is being done to them? They test the beauty products on them. I know that's this animal cruelty. What if they're just like putting yeah, what if it's you know, like some hair product or something and it gives them a shiny coat? Inject mini mice. Where's the lab rat VTuber? We need to run experiments on them. That would be an interesting concept, actually. Look how many beautiful VTuber concepts out there are still unexplored because everyone wants to be a cute animal. Me, I'm a vicious, grotesque animal. A horse. So maybe I can't talk, I don't know. Yeah, many mice. So many mice. All of the mices. Whoever created lemons must have hated life. I feel like lemons brought us many joys in the world, though, because all the lemon desserts out there, you know? It's pretty great. Pretty wonderful, even. You'd become a dinosaur if you were a VTuber. Dinosaurs are cool. I feel like everyone loves dinosaurs, though. If you hate dinosaurs, I hate you. I've never met anyone that hates dinosaurs, though. I feel like they're just not meant to be hated. They're just inherently cool as hell. I don't know. If somebody hates dinosaurs, we gotta, like, jump them in a parking lot or something. I don't know. Something to really get our emotions across in an unhealthy manner. Chat, would you help me jump someone if I needed the assistance? Like, would you drive the getaway car? Could you get their ankles? Like, maybe just hold them down while I throw some punches at their face, you know, really rough them up. Make sure they know who they're messing with. Yeah, we could be like an angry mob, but instead of an angry mob, it's just a bunch of little scrungly horse creatures with a vengeance of some sort. Oh, you'll bring the crowbars? Hell yeah, I love misusing tools. We don't need to use them for their intended purpose where we're going. It's a mission, yeah! If we overwhelm them with numbers, we can overcome any adversary. Adversary. I was gonna say adversity, but I lost the plot halfway through. Yeah, we can like go get fast food or something afterwards. You guys can have some fries, I don't know. I haven't thought this through all the way. Trial by VTuber win. Once I'm done being a horse, I think I'll become a horseshoe crab. I think that's where I need to go next. I don't know if you guys would like a tomboy horseshoe crab VTuber or not, but maybe it'll work out still. Maybe that's still acceptable. Maybe there's like a margin of acceptance there because it still has horse in the name. Blue Doom Actual, thank you for the 10 carrots. What's your favorite dinosaur? I'm really fond of those brachiosauruses, man. You know the long-necked motherfuckers? Yeah, I like those guys. They're just so big and peaceful. I just don't understand why their necks were so long unless they were really big trees back then. Long enough to justify it, but that's kind of hard to imagine, isn't it? Also, Lucas, thank you as well for the carrots. Thank you! Horseshoe Tomoe win? I don't know. A primordial ooze VTuber? That could be cute. I mean, you can make anything cute, right? Everything is capable of being a cute anime girl at the end of the day. If I was able to become cute, according to you guys, then literally anyone can do it. Yes, anyone. You know, I'm sorry, I just remembered a conversation I had at work earlier today. You guys know how sometimes unfortunate things happen to people's pets? I feel like it's gotta hit a lot harder if you give your pet like a human name. Like, instead of, oh man, Fluffy got hit by a car, it's, oh shit, Greg just got destroyed by that Subaru. It was very thought-provoking. Not sure how many of you are a fan of giving animals human names, but yeah. Greg for a pet is insane. I want to name a pet Greg so much. I just feel like it'd be a really funny name because it's so unfitting for an animal. Oh no. Greg ate my homework. Greg is a member of this family and Greg will be sitting at the table. Greg is a perfect pet name. Yeah, confuse people. You have your friend visit your house and then you're like, come here, Greg. And they don't know if you're calling a person or an animal. It's great. You're gonna bamboozle them. Oh man, not Phil, exactly. So you guys understand. You understand. Giving them the human name imbues them with a greater power. It's a responsibility we must utilize with great care. Pet poodle named Esmeralda. Timothy, yeah. A cat named Paul. Why does everybody always want to give their animals fancy names? What's wrong with the old tried and true human names, huh? Why is it always gotta be like, fucking Mittens or something, or Cardboard, or, Carpet Destroyer? I don't know. Sometimes they do shit as, like, little animals and people name them after that. Like, oh man, my dog keeps pissing on the carpet. I'm gonna name you Carpet Pisser. Yeah, Cardboard. You could name a pet Cardboard. Maybe it looks like a chunk of cardboard or something. A Doberman named John. That's a badass name for a Doberman. I love Doberman. I feel like they're underrated. They're just nice, chill big fellas. What's wrong with Mittens? It's a very simplistic cat name. We need something a little bit more, you know, a little bit more pizzazz. A cat named Zeus? I feel like Zeus is a pretty common pet name, though. They want to give them, like, big, strong fella names, you know? They look like a sturdy dog. Yeah. You guys understand the plot now. You guys get it. Greg is chasing the mailman again. Yeah. Thank you for the 2 carrots. You gave your Rottweilers fancy human names, huh? I respect that, though. I respect the hell out of that. Ivanovsky and Elena? What the hell? I always wanted to give my dog, like, a really long name with, like, a title at the end. Like, what'd be a good, powerful name? Murderer, Destroyer of Realms or something, and just put the full fucking thing on the dog tag. It's how you know they're not to be fucked with. Yeah. But maybe it's like a little cute dog. Also, Playboard, thank you very much for the 5 gift subscriptions. Much appreciated! Thank you for enabling me. Not that I need to be enabled. It's not like I'm up to no good or anything. But you know, your guys' support allows me to do terrible, dastardly, vile things like plotting to tie people to the fucking railroad tracks and rub my hands together like a little horsefly. You got an ad for pets? The sooner you realize the government is always listening, the better. Our phones are always recording us. Everybody has a tracking device implanted into them. You just don't know it. They know where we're at. We can't flee anywhere. You might try to flee the country, but they'll know where you are. I need to put my tinfoil hat on for this one. Would you guys forgive me if I lost my rabbit-ass mind and started spouting crazy theories? Like, I think the pyramids were built by, I don't know, probably ancient horses, actually, come to think of it. I feel like that would be an interesting plot twist. I agree with the birds not being real thing. The fact they land on power lines, I mean, you think a living animal could do that? That doesn't make any sense. What type of horse am I? American. That's the type of horse I am. Is this hat lined with tinfoil? Yeah, it protects me from the government's brain waves and shit. That's how I'm able to tough out any element. They recharge on the power lines, yeah. Yeah, and the nests in their, the eggs in their nests have little security cameras on them that can like zoom in on you. It's all very carefully planned out. One day birds are gonna take over and we're gonna be kicked out of our place as the apex predators of the world. And yeah, no, that's all I got, honestly. I'm not good at being completely insane. Maybe just a little bit. Well, Tomoe, thank you for the 5 carrots. Good to see you, boss. I hope you're doing well and took a long enough break. I don't know how much, well, I said this earlier, yeah. I don't know how much I'm gonna be streaming this week because I still had work to do. I just mostly wanted to check in. Maybe I'll do something tomorrow. Maybe I'll do something the day after. But next week, I will definitely be back to my normal operations. So if nothing else, you can count on that at least. Yeah. Can't have you guys getting too comfortable without me. What if you start to act out? What if you start to chew a hole through the drywall because you have separation anxiety? What if you start to try and cause a scene in the middle of a store and embarrass me in front of all of the other parents? What am I gonna do then? Pyramids were built by gnomes. I like the way you think. You're hired. Please don't eat the drywall. It's not a recommended consumable. Tomoe, the new food store at your new base doesn't have the good stuff you're used to buying. It's gonna be okay, champ. It's gonna be okay. You know, I gotta say this. Here's another little work story because why not, right? So, I'm an introvert, right? But I'm also a supervisor of individuals. I am, as they say, a horse sergeant. So, I try to help all the new people, the little junior enlisted baby, bright-eyed little fellas, feel more comfortable. But sometimes we get new fellas that are really like socially awkward, shy little guys that just don't really know how to talk to people. And then I try to talk to them and make them feel more comfortable. But some people really just don't want to be talked to at all. And I feel like that's an important thing to realize. I don't know. Maybe they just don't want to get out of their shell. Maybe it'll take a couple years. I just feel bad when I try to talk to someone and, you know, I just like get to know them a little bit and they're like, you know? Yeah. But I think maybe I've been there before. Maybe I used to be that bad at talking to people. Just try to help them out a little bit, and it doesn't work out. It's like, all right, well, we'll revisit that another time. I hope that they like don't like get like traumatized from me trying to talk to them though. I hope I didn't like set back their social progress or anything like that. I guess that's like my only hope there. Like I hope that interaction doesn't come to haunt them. Even though I'm just trying to ask if they're okay and having an okay time at work and stuff like that. Thank you for the 4.99 carrots. Can I eat the forbidden cotton candy instead? Yeah, little drywall stuff. It's like the pink cotton candy, right? Oh, wait, no, that's the insulation. The insulator in the walls that keeps it nice and toasty. I've never tried eating it, but I feel like it's chock full of chemicals that'll probably kill you. Most likely, yeah. It's worse when you want to talk to people but you have no idea what to say, so you say whatever and it makes it weird. No, I'm pretty good at talking to people at this point. I'm pretty good at talking to them. You think they're afraid of catching a charge from me asking if they're doing okay? I don't think that's the case. I'm not asking anything too crazy. Just like, hey bro, how are you? And they don't even talk to anyone else either. That's why I don't think that's the situation. Believe it or not, guys, I don't look like a fucking evil, sick, nasty, predatory woman, okay? I'm not intimidating in the slightest. I try to keep it chill, just so people don't feel afraid of me or anything. Yeah, exactly, the regular sick nasty. Some people are also scared to talk to women. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were nervous because I was a woman or because they don't like talking to people, but considering they weren't talking to the dudes either, I just feel like it's probably regular old social anxiety. That and there was also a very soft-spoken individual. Like, they were trying to, like, say something to someone across the room and that person didn't hear them and they just looked at me and then I looked over and relayed their message for them. I hope they get the help they need and feel better over time, though. I hope they eventually open up and feel comfortable. Otherwise, jobs and working with other people in general is gonna be hellish. They're not from my workplace. It was a day where I was working with people from a different, what's a branch neutral term I can use? Anyway, yeah, we don't, it's not someone I normally work with, so I don't know if I'll ever see them again, but just wanted to help them out a little bit, help them along the way. See guys, I can be nice, okay? I can be nice. I try to be a good, little supervisor fella. You love how sporadic this conversation is? I just got a lot of random shit to say. What can I say? I've been away for a couple days. Yeah, everyone gets better eventually. I used to have zero social skills. Now it's like, I can talk to people, but I still prefer to, like, not be in social situations for long, if that makes sense. But I can still talk to them. I'm nice all the time. Aw, shucks, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. You have extreme social anxiety. Yeah, that takes time to work on. I used to be super duper socially anxious too. I was like, I don't know, I used to like not really be able to talk to people properly. I struggled with eye contact and I just never really knew the right dialogue options, but it does get easier over time. Especially considering the position I'm in, I really need to be someone who can help facilitate conversations and help people feel comfortable, so it is very important that I be able to do that. I'm just a little goofy fella though, so I don't know. Working with me is very similar to how I am here. I'm just kind of silly all the time, I don't know. Don't say I'm a sweetheart. You're gonna ruin my street cred. I need all the newcomers here to be, like, cripplingly afraid of me. You guys should be cowering in your boots right now, like, she's gonna strike us down. She's gonna make us dig holes in the courtyard and then fill them in. She's gonna do it. But maybe not too scary. Maybe just like a little bit of fear as a treat, you know? Just enough to keep people in line here. You came by to see a stream because you want to see what all the hubbub's about? Well, hello there, I'm Tomoe. It's nice to meet you. Hi. She's gonna make us mop the rain. Yeah, sweep the sunshine off the pavement. Mop the rain. It's been a while since you've been on stream. Do I have any new tricks? I'm not gonna say I'm like a one-trick pony because ponies and horses are like different animals, but you know, I don't have any new skills yet. I'm still working on it. I'm still finding myself, you know? My communication skills go from not talking at all to full-blown word vomit until I forget what the original topic was. Is it better to say too much or not know what to say at all? I guess that's two different extremes, huh? Beware, new chatter, she will bring down the wrath with the power of 1,000 suns. Probably more like 500 suns, but yeah, you know, 1,000, that sounds properly menacing. Why not? Thank you for your service. Thank you for your support. Thank you. Look how nice everyone is. This is great. We're having such good, healthy conversation with a little bit of insanity sporadically tossed in there as a treat. When I do full-time VTubing, sometimes, or at least more so recently, I've been thinking about what that's gonna look like. Cause I'll have more time to stream, right? But maybe I should do some other stuff as well. Not like unrelated to streaming, but like more side projects. Cause then I can have more fun and exciting things to bring to you guys. But I mean, I'm already doing pretty big stuff. Like the fact that I'm sponsoring 2 conventions this year is pretty big. But I don't know, there's always room for improvement. I also have like new outfits and stuff coming. And I have a concert later this year. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited. I have a lot I'm looking forward to. But I have to make sure next year is exciting as well. Especially because it'll be my first year as a full-time VTuber once I get to that point in the year, which is around springtime. But yeah. Chatters reflect their creators. Oh, heck yeah, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Wait, does that mean I'm cool because you guys are cool? So we're all a little bit cool, maybe, perhaps? You don't have to put the sundress on. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it too much. I'm an important cog. A cog in the machine? Yeah, that is kind of true, actually. I know that I'm really replaceable, but I still like to think I can make a small difference, like a really positive little difference, you know? That sounds like a lot of cool stuff is coming. Yeah, because you guys enabled me. Also, thank you guys for the oats as well. Thank you. Thank you for the oats. No one can replace me. Oh, I meant in the military. I don't know if I can be replaced as a VTuber. I bring a very particular sort of vibe to the function that I think is slightly difficult to mimic, perhaps. But in the military, yeah, we're all replaceable. It's okay, though. Despite all my rage, I'm just a haunts in a wheel. Does that mean my heart's gonna explode like a little hamster? I could see that happening. Thank you for the positive feedback of the streams. I appreciate it. I'm glad I came back after a couple days. I'm also glad you guys are doing well. Glad everything's been going good. I gotta hurry and get back into full gear and bring all sorts of wild, whimsical things to you guys to keep you entertained. Both through the bad days and the good, you know? You hope the ones under me appreciate what I do for them? I mean, I hope so too, but ultimately, like, I can only really do so much for them. They'll still be here when I'm gone, so just happy to help out however I can. Usually just through helping them get resources they need and whatnot. If you guys were my little troops too, I promise I'd take care of you. I mean, I guess you guys are since you're part of the Umarmy, right? But you know, it's a little different, but it is, wait, no, I guess, less responsibility. I can be a bit more irresponsible here, so it's okay. You gotta redeem your Prime membership on Twitch. Yeah, wait, hold on, what's the copy pasta? With Twitch Prime, you can, help me blow up the moon, or something. Yeah. Oh wait, it's Friday. Wait, shit, it is Friday. How did I forget it was Friday? Happy Friday, everybody! Happy, flat fuck Friday? I think is what people call it usually. Yeah. Thank you. Only Purple's out, thank you very much for the 5 gift subscriptions. And welcome everybody that has been recruited into the Umarmy. You're all looking very recruitable today. I hope you find a place that you call home here. Raccoon, thank you for the 5 apples. Why is it not visible on the screen? Hold on. Where is my alert? Ow! My alerts were invisible. That explains so fucking much. It's like, wait, it just appeared. You think that, hold on. You think I'm an amazing NCO? Probably partially. Yeah, a little bit at least. I don't think I'm the worst ever. I will say, I think there are areas I could improve upon, but I'm also like, yeah, world's okayest NCO. If I wanted to be better at my job, I would focus more on it, but I think I put a lot more effort into VTubing nowadays. I care more about doing right by you guys than being like a stellar performer at work. I learned that I am simply not one that is meant to ascend the ladder. And I'm okay with that. Honestly, I fucking hate it. I hate work politics. So, it is what it is. Well, that, and I'm not staying in, so I don't really care much either way. What is Happy Friday? Happy Friday is when we're happy because it's Friday. Happy Friday. It just coasted out. Yeah, I only got a little bit of time left. It's fine. I'm not spreading negativity. There is still positivity and whimsy in my heart. We're not perpetuating a cycle of hatred. I'm not one of those motherfuckers that gets rank and then immediately starts abusing all the little guys. But everybody's seen that one power tripping motherfucker at their workplace. For the employed fellows in chat, it's like you got like a pal that you grow up alongside with in the workplace, and then they become like a manager or something, and then they suddenly think that they're like the hottest shit since sliced bread. And then everybody hates them because they're the enemy now. They decided to become the enemy. Yeah. I don't think I changed at all with my increase in responsibilities. I think it's fine though. I just do my best to get by. Everyone at your job is chilling, you can be late and your boss doesn't care. Aw, man. I'm kinda jealous. It's important to set good standards though and be punctual, otherwise, you know, one person's late, then another person's gonna see that and think they can be late, and then it's all downhill from there! That's how we start spiraling! If one person decides standards aren't worth it, everything might slowly fall apart. I look like a porcupine. That's not true. I just have long hair right now. Am I gonna check out an upcoming horror game? I don't play horror personally. It's not my cup of tea, brother. We're better off being honest and not pretending things are fine. Yeah, I don't know. The thing that happens is like, see, new people show up, and then there's a shitty day, and then you just look at them, and you're like, oh, if only you knew how bad that it really gets, you know? It's not really inspiring confidence at all. But luckily, as a VTuber, bad things don't really happen like that. The worst you have to deal with is like some motherfucker talking shit about you, but it's like, damn, things could really be a lot worse, huh? I feel like once you reach that point as an adult, where you realize how bad things are, you really stop worrying about like high school drama level shit, because it's like, damn, this is so trivial in the grand scheme of things. You know, you start worrying about real world shit like, oh, I gotta pay the bills, I gotta get food on the table, I gotta deal with people who are having marital issues and need assistance in getting through these hard times. They need resources and stuff. And then you see some people beefing on Twitter. It's like, damn, this really doesn't matter. Tomoe Umari really tried to stir some stuff up about you on X a couple days ago. I just can't stand that horsewoman. I really, yeah, so evil. They were out of lighters, so you bought the knife. Well, I appreciate that. Also, thank you everyone that's subscribing to the Umarmy. I hope you enjoy your time here. I hope that you guys are having fun here. I know I'm just rambling about stuff right now, but I promise sometimes I got like real insightful things to say. I just whip out nuggets of wisdom and it's like, whoa, incredible. How does she do it? Wow. It's like y'all motherfuckers never had to worry about pay your rent, huh? I mean, well, I don't know. Everybody has different circumstances in life. I feel like it's more so just learning about the bigger things out there in life that matter more so than the circumstances themselves that teach you these things. The meme Lord, thank you very much for the 5 gift subscriptions. I appreciate ya. Onyx GMZ, thank you for the 6.9 apples. Hello to my favorite horse girl, and hello to you too, chat. Hope y'all's Friday is good and hope everyone has a good weekend. Thank you for the great streams and getting me through the week to like keep being you. Thank you! I gotta figure out why this shit's not working still. Hold on. One moment. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot later. I don't know why the apples aren't showing up. This is one of life's greatest mysteries right now. We'll get to the bottom of this. Oh, there it is. Never mind. We're good. It just takes a bit to get through, I guess. Everyone has their own worries. That's always something that I think is important to keep in mind. It's like, I don't know, we can always get caught up in the mindset that we're going through things that people couldn't possibly imagine, but everyone's going through different shit, right? So it's important to be open-minded to other people's struggles as well and not to trivialize the things that they're going through. Well, I don't know. See, in the case of VTuber drama, it's different because that shit really doesn't matter, but if it's like an actual serious issue, then yes, I don't think anyone's struggles are more or less strugglesome than other people's struggles. I don't know. It's not like competitive life sucks out here. Just remember, Sergeant Reckless would be proud of you. Man, fuck Sergeant Reckless. Old ass, dusty ass, crusty ass horse. Stop comparing me to other horsewomen, damn it. How dare you? That's what your rant comment was about? Yeah, that's what I meant to. I don't know, some people have to worry about big stuff. Some people have to worry about not so big stuff, but it's big stuff to them in the scope of their universe, yeah. Baby steps. We'll all get there eventually. You just got back from the range? Hi there. Hello. Are there that many other horse girls? In the big wide world out there, there's a lot of horses out there, yeah. You don't know if you can look at me the same now? Shit, my bad, bro. Sergeant Reckless was a goddamn war hero. I don't care about Sergeant Reckless! Been hearing about that damn horse for years now. You guys gotta find more war hero horses. I need to be enlightened. Maybe I need to, like, study up on it a bit more, actually. There's some cool-ass horses out there. A lot of them are race horses, though. Which, I don't know, the history of race horses is pretty tough. I don't think all of them are treated the best, necessarily. I'm gonna be replaced by Umarmy. Shit, man! If it happens, it happens. I think chat should watch whatever horse content makes them the happiest. Whatever brings you guys the greatest whimsy is all I could ask for. Whether you're getting whimsy from me or whimsy from someone else, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. Outside of Musume, I'm the only horse girl you've heard of. Egads, bro, there's definitely more out there. Beard of Amber, thank you very much for the 10 gift subscriptions, and welcome everybody to the Umarmy. Welcome! Welcome everybody! Mass horsification process initiated. You don't know who Sergeant Reckless is? That's a question for Google.com. If ever there were any. It's a long story. Does it have to strictly be for whimsy? No! Everybody has different reasons for watching VTubers. For some it is whimsy, for others it is funny lady make head voice go quiet. For some it's like hot woman and yeah, there's a lot of different reasons. Tomoe Umari is the only tomboy military horse girl that brings me whimsy. Hell yeah. I'm beating the competition. Let's go. Your big pockets are iconic though. Say it ain't so, dog. Say it ain't so. Frantic Galaxy, thank you for the 20 carats. Hello, Hans. Hi there. I am currently mid-yap about many things. How are you? All of the above, egads, biblical levels of greed out here. Simply choose a reason for enjoying the funny lady. You like VTubing in general? Hell yeah. VTubing is a great medium. I think there's lots of amazing people that have materialized, manifested even, because of VTubing. And I think there's something pretty beautiful about that. If not for VTubing, I would probably still be dutifully pursuing a career in like mechanical engineering or something. I fucking love engineering though. If you're an engineer in chat, you're cool in my book. You have real bald knowledge. I don't know, it's just one of my I guess fields of passion. Yeah, something I'm passionate about. Always wanted to do material engineering or like, I don't know, something where I can create. I like creating things. Creation is awesome. Something where I can like put my ideas to work, and engineering always just seemed like the right thing to get into. But alas, now I'm an anime woman on the internet. I think this is fine. I get to flex my creative muscle this way as well. What about astrophysics? I'm not smart enough for that shit. I'm sure I could figure it out maybe, but I don't know, it might like... it might roll off of the top of my head if I'm not able to absorb all of that knowledge. 3 cheers for concrete. Yay! Yippee! Engineering is tough. Yes, it is. It makes the average individual would simply go crazy. But then you get like CAD software, and you're like, "Fuck yeah, dude! This is epic." I'm a big SolidWorks fan myself. Am I an engineer? No, I'm a horsewoman on the internet. But there's a lot of cool fields of study out there. I'm kind of weird in the sense I like learning new things. I like absorbing random tidbits of information. My happy place is like letting random fact videos autoplay on YouTube, whether it's learning about animals or learning about space or learning about history or anything really. I don't know. I just like learning. So I'm kind of like big school fan. Although I don't like how much useless shit you have to learn in college to be able to focus on your desired field of study. That part kind of sucks a little bit, not gonna lie. But I know it's like a scam by a big school system to get more money out of the poor little college fellas, so I understand why it's like that, but I don't know. I personally don't feel like college needs to be 4 years long. Not sure how many of you guys agree with that or not. Maybe that's a little controversial, I'm not sure, but yeah. Kalma, thank you very much for the 5 carats. I blame the engineers and maintenance for missing power tools at my work, which proven has happened in past events. If you lose a tool, I'm so sorry. Never lose your tools. That's what work has taught me. If you lose your tool, bad stuff happens. It's never fun. I should get into open source stuff. I don't really have time to like learn too many new skills anymore. Depends on the subject. There's a lot of degrees that don't need 4 years. I mean, I feel like you should mostly be focusing on your degree of choice. I'm not really a big fan of the concept of core classes is probably the best way to put it. Like, if you're going to school to like... Shit, let me think of something. If you want to be like a psychologist, right? Why the fuck do you need to take advanced mathematics to become a psychologist? Why not focus on like classes that are relevant to what you're going to be doing out there? Why do you need to know how to do advanced math? Or like science or any of that other shit if it's not relevant to what you need to know for your future field? I feel like it should be like an internship, like focused on that field to help you transition into that job field, and then focus classes to help you like fully comprehend what you're doing. That would be like ideal in my head, because that also helps set them up for a job on the outside, because not everyone is able to get into programs that allow them to get into those fields. And then you end up spending years of your life on a degree that you're not able to use because the market is too competitive or oversaturated, or I don't know, you don't really have a chance to prove yourself fairly. It's a little bit of a rant there, but I mean, I get why things are the way they are. I just don't personally agree with it. It's less about doing math and more about learning to interpret empirical data. I feel like most people just use calculators and shit nowadays. Learning informational processing stuff is... you should know that from, like, years of education along the way. But if you're, like, paying for classes, then obviously you don't want to pay for something you don't want to use, right? But you should know how to be a good student just from going through all of the school up till now and getting your high school diploma or what have you. That or problem solving. Yeah, problem solving is developed as you grow. It's important. The two things you get from school are social skills and ability to solve complex problems. There might be another one in there somewhere too, but that's why school is important. Not so much the other shit. Yeah. There's a lot of bullshit out there nowadays, man. You gotta stay on top of your game. Hopefully you guys are in job fields that you enjoy, though, if you're part of the big working force out there. I don't know. I honestly don't know what I would do after the military if not for VTubing. I haven't had to think too hard about it. I'm sure I could come up with a plan, though. Typically speaking, I try to have a lot of plans. I'm more of a, how do I explain this? I don't react to a lot of things based on emotion. I try to like logic my way through stuff, so I tend to overplan, which is a bad habit, but yeah, I get anxious otherwise. Anxious people always plan things out really well. Or maybe you're anxious because you don't plan things out enough. I don't know. Hi, Tomoe. First time seeing you live. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing good today. Have I ever heard of a game called The Room? It's a fun puzzle game. I can't say I've heard of it before. I want to play more games that involve shooting people, but I am a big fan of puzzle games. I don't know, I always have like this list of games I want to play, but then when it comes time to make my schedule, I always forget what I need to play. Still, there's so much out there that I haven't tried yet. I'm still afraid of playing Souls-like games on stream, but there's still other stuff out there that I could at least give a shot, you know? It never hurts to try. You never know how a game is gonna go until you give it a good old college try. You want to see me play Ready or Not? I've played Ready or Not before, but the tense atmosphere makes it really hard for me to stream. I don't know. I don't want to get shot up by someone that's doing a line of coke off of the bathroom floor or something. I don't know. Weird shit happens in that game. It's too scary, man. It's too atmospherically tense. I know it's not a horror game, but it's still scary. Have I ever played Portal? I've never played Portal before. It seems pretty fun, though. Do I have plans for 200K? I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna come up with something, though. Even if it's like a little pizza party, like the ones teachers throw, where you cut one pizza into like 30 slices, and I give you guys the little slivers of pizza with the little red Solo cups that are like a quarter of the way full. That could be fun. That would be pretty nice. We could have a nice pizza party. It wasn't necessarily about the food, it was about the experience, yeah. And earning that pizza party. Ready or Not is scarier than most horror games you've played. Yeah, it's definitely not for the faint of heart. That's me, by the way. I'm the faint of heart. I wish I was stronger for you guys. Please don't choke on your coffee. You have much to live for still. Please be strong. Play Portal. Oh, let me put it on the big old Tomoe to-do list. Play Portal. I actually do have a lot of stuff I still need to get to today. Not related to like gaming per se, but like other VTuber stuff I have to do because deadlines are rapidly approaching, and every time I open Discord it feels like there's a new work related thing that's been brought to my attention, then another one that maybe I forgot to reply to and I'm being pinged about it and the deadline's only a couple days away. That it's, I don't know, man. Being a VTuber has a lot of things involved in it that you wouldn't really think about, but you guys don't need to worry about that. That's for future Tomoe to figure out. I can see why most VTubers have managers. That shit's stressful as hell. Good evening to you as well. Hello there. Hello. I'm not even that tired yet. I'm not gonna be going to bed for another 3 hours. Ugh. I have a manager. Yeah, me, myself, and I. Being a VTuber is more than just sitting down and playing games. Oh, dude, there's so much behind the scenes shit. There's so much that has to be done. But I do it out of love for you guys, because I guess you guys are pretty cool. I have event planning stuff I need to do. I have meetings that I have to go to, because conventions, they really love meetings. I have... so much shit. I also, while I was away over the past couple of days, I ordered more art because obviously you guys haven't seen enough Tomoe Umari art yet. So there's gonna be more Tomoe Umari art in the near future over the next couple of months. And that's pretty exciting. That's pretty awesome. Can't have enough Tomoe Umari art, apparently. All corpos love meetings. Bro, see, this is my thing, right? It's not that I hate meetings, it's that I hate meetings that could have just been typed out in a chat. I hate meetings where nobody's really prepared anything to be presented for the meeting. So we're just sitting there like, yep, no new updates. Really glad I set aside time for this. Glad we're all taking time out of our busy schedules to sit here and talk about how we have no new updates! It's so fun! So great, honestly. Fuck yeah, dude. Yay, I love meetings, yay. Anyway, I have more meetings coming up, but I think they'll be pretty productive, so I'll be patient about it. Is my art budget infinite? I just set aside money for art because I know you guys like seeing art, and technically it is a VTuber expense, right? So it goes back around to help with next year's taxes. It's advertisement, right? And also it makes you guys happy. So makes me happy, makes you happy. Advertisement, taxes, thumbs up. Yeah, it's an investment. I'm investing in Big Horse. Will I ever do another cover? Cover songs. I've wanted to do more, but I haven't had a lot of time, so I'll definitely do more. Don't worry, it'll happen. I saw the tweet about how you needed a break and you sometimes watch anime and come back to unanswered business stuff. There's so much unanswered business stuff that's piled up over the last few days. I just made a big old notepad of all this shit that I need to deal with. So I'll probably, like, maybe do that after this stream, maybe. Is it goon material? I will never commission NSFW art, dog. How does this always come up? No. Wrong place for that, my dude. Been adding scab cobs to the throne because I'm an enabler. Thank you for enabling, bro. Hell yeah, dude. Taxes. The taxes I pay are the taxes paying me. Yeah, it's all a big ol' loop. I mean, technically everyone in the military is paying their own paycheck. Yeah. It's a big ol' cycle. It's a big ass cycle. You're sorry you can't go to Offkai? Don't feel bad about it. I'm doing my best to make it a good experience for those who are going, but I'll still have things planned for those who aren't able to attend as well. Did I commission the horseshoe crab art? I did! I hit up the artist and was like, hey man, let's make it happen! And she was down with it, so it's exciting. I have another fun art piece coming up that I'm doing with her. Please don't ever change? Oh no, I don't know. Why is everybody paranoid about me like changing the content type I do? I always kind of wondered that, because I get this often where people are like, man, Tomoe, I hope you don't decide to delve into porn one day. But like, in my 3.5 years of VTubing, that's never been an issue, right? So why would it suddenly change one day? That doesn't really make sense. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. I'm not really interested in that sort of stuff. Today's economy, man. Today's economy. We need more horseshoe crab art. I don't know if there's gonna be more horseshoe crab art. That was a very particular vibe, you know? Very particular art piece. There will be more brands of Tomoe out there. More types of Tomoe. It's pretty exciting. I don't know. You wonder what streams are gonna look like when I get out of big military? They're gonna be the exact same. It's not gonna be any different, honestly. I'll just have more time to work on stuff. That's gonna be the only shift. Let's be honest, you do push the line a little bit. Are you saying I'm like borderline NSFW? Huh? Okay, if you say so. Whatever you say. Well, crazy to think you've been watching me for almost 3 years. Yeah. Time flies, man. Time flies. Loot isn't porn, it's fan service. A lot of people don't understand that. I think that's kind of like a nuanced thing that's lost nowadays. What I commission at most is fan service. It's like ecchi anime type of shit, but not like anything explicit. I feel like that's something people don't get, but that's okay. Not everybody's really into like anime culture and shit like that, so I don't expect everybody to understand. You would appreciate if people stopped bringing up that site in chat. I think the issue is, or maybe why a lot of people keep mentioning it, is because a lot of VTubers do that sort of thing, but then it's like an issue of, well, not everybody wants to do that, but then people don't understand that not everyone wants to do that, so they're like, this VTuber's doing this, why don't you do this? You seem like you would be good at this, why don't you do this? And it's like a weird push of that, but I'm very firm in that I'm not interested in it, so yeah. It's not even a lot, just a vocal minority. Yeah, it comes up enough to where I have to address it sometimes, though. Ecchi is literally borderline NSFW. It's difficult to explain, but I promise it's pretty nuanced. You feel insane? It's difficult to put into words. Just take my word for it. There is a line there. There is a very particular line. Am I gonna make Sundress and Chibi in 3D mod? I don't know, honestly. I haven't thought that far ahead. I haven't used my Chibi model in a while now that I think about it. Too much food for thought. Too much. Though I do have my Chibi model coming out soon, so that's pretty fun. Tomoe Umari is borderline safe for work except for that time she talks about her ex-wife. I love my fictional snake bitch of an ex-wife so much. She's beautiful, okay? You don't know her, she went to another stable. What we have is special, I swear. One of the tasks for your manager, please don't overburden my manager. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. I love balancing on ladders that are wobbly with no proper protective equipment. That's the sort of dangerous life I like to live. That's the type of shit I'd be on, the crazy wild life. What is a Chibi Tomoe called? It's still a Tomoe, it's just a littler guy. Just a littler horse fella. Manager? When did she get a boyfriend? Yeah, manager, aka literally me. Because I'm my own manager! I feel like I can never get a manager no matter how busy I get, because everyone always uses the fucking manager equals boyfriend meme. And I would feel really bad if I got like a manager and then people are like, oh, so you're dating them or something. I wouldn't like that very much. I wouldn't want to subject someone else to that, so by sheer matter of principle, I will simply handle everything on my own to not subject people to horrors like that. The cycle must be broken! And Fearless Later, thank you for subscribing. I get 26 months is a long time. Damn. Damn. Just get a female manager? I guess that would work. That is a good way to circumvent that issue. Huh. I didn't even think about that. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I could do that. It also keeps your free will. Well, VTuber managers for indies are more so like assistants. So it's like, I don't know, it's weird because manager makes it sound like they're above you, right? Like you work for them, but instead they work for you. It's kind of like idol manager, but even then idol manager implies that you still work under them in a way. I don't know why we started calling it managers instead of assistants. I don't really understand why that's a thing, but yeah. Also, she's your GF hot, but yeah, my current manager, aka myself, we're in a very happy relationship. You don't know not Tomoe, she goes to a different school. And then I'm also dating my cat alter ego self as well. I'm just that senile, to be honest. I'm just that sick and twisted in the head. Aren't they more akin to agents? Yeah, they might be, honestly. Yeah. Subscribe to Tomoe Umari on YouTube and get a free, I don't know, maybe like a promise for a carrot, not an actual carrot, but like a promise for one. Damn, the Tomoe delusion harem keeps growing. Yeah! I'm just that popular, man. I'm just wildly, cool and popular and shit. What can I say? That's how this works. It is self-love, yeah. Some of them need to manage their unhinged, unstable talents. Man. I feel like most VTubers are out there pretty competent. I know there's like that old girl failure meme. I don't feel like that's much of a thing anymore, but I feel like most of my fellow VTubers are pretty damn smart. We've got our shit together pretty well. It's kind of necessary for the plot. Is it necessary to have a manager as a VTuber? Not really. I mean, I've gone this long without one, so you don't need one. It just makes some stuff easier, but some people are just used to different workflows. Like me, I like doing most things on my own, so it's kind of hard for me to like offload my work to someone else. Plus then you have to like trust another person with your work, and what if they end up being like literally batshit crazy? That happens pretty often. I don't know. Tomoe's Riz is so in the negatives that it goes back to being into the positives. What do you mean? No! Man. I am a strong, independent VTuber, okay? I am. It's this weird thing that happened over the years as a VTuber. I used to have some old friends before I started VTubing that weren't necessarily the best to me, but I didn't really understand it at the time. And then when they figured out I was a VTuber, they started treating me weird. They randomly reached out after not talking to me for years and were like, "Oh, hey, Tomoe, I see you're doing really well." And then it's like super awkward and strange, and I don't know, man, shit sucks like this. It does suck when that happens. I obviously didn't have anything to say to them, but I feel like that probably happens to a lot of content creators. And that's no fun. That's not fun. That's inauthentic as hell. What I also struggle with though is if people start treating me differently, you know? Like, you're used to being like really casual with someone, and then they start treating you differently because they like, I don't know, put you on a pedestal or something, but it's like, no, we're equals, brother, we're equals. I don't know. I guess I haven't had to deal with it a lot recently. I don't really talk to that many people in the first place, but in the times that I've had to deal with that over the years, it's just always kind of been a bit of a head scratcher. Yeah, I don't know, man. VTubing has its ups and downs. I would say it's mostly good, positive stuff, though. It's easy to catch fake people out there, though. They're everywhere with, if you have eyes to see them. I just assume if someone hasn't messaged me in a couple years and they weren't particularly kind to me before, but they're suddenly being nice, that something is amiss there, you know? What is my general advice? Yes, be careful about who you guys give your time to, right? Friendships, I was saying this to one of my friends earlier, friendships are supposed to be give and take. If somebody only takes from you, like they take your energy and always just bring you down, and they never like show interest in you back, or look after you as well, then that's not really a friend, you know? That's not somebody who cares about you. That's just somebody who's taking advantage of your kindness. And you should know your worth and not give your time to people like that, because we only have so much time in the world, right? Time is too precious to give to shitty people. That time that you're giving to a shitty person could be spent with finding somebody who will actually be a proper friend to you. So that's something that I struggled with in my younger years, but now in my older age, it's more apparent to me. So maybe that'll help somebody out. Maybe that little tidbit of knowledge will help someone here. I don't know. If you guys can find good support groups and stuff and take care of yourselves, that's all I could really hope for as a horse lady. Goth Tomoe, well, I don't know about a Goth Tomoe. Yup, I have friends I can rely on. I do have friends I can rely on. A lot of them are friends I've made while in the service, funny enough. I guess, you bond with people after you work with them for a couple years. But I do appreciate my friends. I sure do. It does have, military does have a weird way of bringing people together. It might partially be trauma bonding, though. Really might be. Goth Tomoe would be weird. I just feel like it's, I don't know, it'd be like a really weird mismatch of what you'd expect. Like, kind of one of those, like, pastel goths, you know? But maybe not pastel goth. It would be like, I don't know, my personality isn't very hardcore, but usually goth seems kind of like hardcore and stuff, so I don't know. But maybe I could be cool. Some of you guys think I'm cool, right? I got cool lady vibes, like the type of woman that smokes behind the quick trip and stares off into the distance wistfully as it starts to drizzle outside at the shitty little rundown gas station. Yeah, could be cool. Why not? I don't smoke, don't worry. I am a horse of fiber, moral fiber. Yes, I take care of my body. I have to, otherwise I'll kick the bucket sooner than anticipated and I won't be able to stream for you guys anymore. I just rely on caffeine too much. That's like my crutch out here. But maybe like no more than 2 energy drinks a day at most. That's okay. 300 milligrams at most, to be exact. Well, hey, Purple's out. Thank you for the tickets. I'm lucky enough to have found a coworker who is a good friend of mine. He's the one who got me on track to bettering myself and motivating me to become independent. Yeah! Hell yeah, dude. That's great to hear. I think the first friends I ever had that pulled me out of my comfort zone, it was because they wanted me to play, like, Magic the Gathering and D&D with them. And I gave it a shot, even though I had no idea what that was at the time. And now, I'm the woman that I am today. It was all like a spiraling effect. But sometimes all you need is somebody to like reach out and offer to hang out with you, even though you're like awkward as hell and you want to make excuses not to do it. And then you do it, and then it works out. But that was like over a decade ago at this point. Whew. That was a long time ago, damn. I do not smoke. No, I don't smoke or vape. I don't do that. This is an interesting question. How do you feel about kids? You enjoy their energy or find them too chaotic? I don't know a lot about kids because I haven't spent around a lot of time around them. There's just not a lot of kids around here, or at least not at the workplace or anything. I don't think too many of my friends have kids. I wouldn't be opposed to having kids eventually, though. I think that's good. I will teach them important things like how to catch the big one, like a big ass trout or something. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be pretty sick nasty. Yeah, it does kind of depend on the kids, because some people really fucking suck at raising kids, but it's not really the kids' fault, you know? It's not really the kids' fault. You can't blame them for that. No iPad babies or anything. What is my favorite N64 game? I like the one with the gorilla that tosses barrels and shit. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, people still play D&D and Magic the Gathering. I only played Commander, but... And then I only played Pathfinder. Pathfinder and Commander for Magic, yeah. Back in my day. It sounds so long ago now, but it really wasn't that long ago. Hey, fishing looks really fun. Every young soul wishes to go fishing. Everyone yearns for the fishing. I'm telling a story from forgotten times. Yeah, back in my day. The world was still in black and white, sonny. And we used to watch infomercials for fun. It was a different time. Not watching Summer Games Fest is not really my thing, man. It's not really my thing. Is that still going on? Hasn't it been hours now? Hasn't it been a couple hours? Will that affect the trout population? Indubitably, my dude. Indubitably. The trout will be impacted by this. Black and white Tomoe art piece. Oh, of course! There's a Tomoe art piece for everything. Yeah. Ugh. Well, it's about time for me to go eat dinner, though, so I'm gonna wrap up stream here. We got to yap for a bit. I don't know when I'm gonna stream next, whether it's tomorrow or the day after, but if I don't stream over the next 2 days, I'll be back next week with a proper schedule. And then we'll continue our usual shenanigans and whatnot and do our stuff with the horses and the thing and, yeah! Tell people to subscribe to the Tomoe Umari channel. Big horse propaganda must continue at all costs. Also, I'm almost at 200k on YouTube, so I have to work hard, damn it! I simply have to. I hope you guys had fun, though. Thank you for yapping with me about various topics ranging from downright goofy to slightly more serious, yeah. I'll see you guys around, though. Bye-bye for now. Take care! And, stay hydrated and motivated and whatnot. Hee hee hee.